10X, baby.
Yeah, 10X, brother.
10X.
10X,
again,
you
Jared.
guys.
Thank you, man.
Hello.
10X, greetings from Mexico.
Hello. Right on.
We should do this in many languages. So in
Who's
the
going to the
future,
boot
it's
camp?
going to be in
Ooh.
many languages.
Who's going to the boot
I like
camp?
that. I like that. I like
Who's
that.
going to the boot camp, y'all?
I'm
Oh,
going
I'm
to
asking
the
my wife for that.
I will be going.
We going to
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jared Glant here. I'm the president of Cardone Enterprises, and y'all are here for another night of the 10X Challenge with this guy right here, Mr. Grant Cardone. This has been an amazing, amazing experience. We've reached hundreds of thousands of people over the course of the last just, 4 days, 5 days? I think we're on day 6 now. All the days start blending together. But it's been remarkable. We have 250,000 people that have signed up to be a part of this. I think we're over 1 million views on the streams over the course of the last 5 days. And more importantly, I think that the information, the realization, the changes that people have been able to make in their personal and professional lives is going to be something that lasts much, much longer into the future. So huge is Grant would say. So guys, look, I want you to post right now. Yesterday we talked about money. Dave Grutman was our guest. I want to post in the chats right now. I want to see who's out there. I want to see who's chiming in today. Post your biggest takeaway from yesterday's session about money and about Mr. David Grutman. Let's see your comments, some comments and feedback here. All right. Johnny's getting me all set up here. Good to go.
Myths. What myths, by the way? What myths are they operating under, Jared?
Yeah, and the homework assignment yesterday too was to talk about, the take it personal, get partners, get help, money myths. Hard work doesn't make you rich. Make sure I can get this chat going here. Chat. So yesterday's homework was to talk about the biggest financial lies that you've been told growing up and who told you those. And so I want to revisit that, because money is an important thing that not a lot of people talk about. I mean, I know that in my family, the way that we were brought up, this isn't working right here. Johnny, the Zoom thing failed. In my house, we didn't talk about money a lot. I mean, we didn't talk about wealth or big, getting rich. Just wasn't a conversation that we had in our household. Maybe you grew up the same way, but like for me, that has been a really tough thing to kick, because what happens is when people set your expectations low about money, my dad was like, dude, if you get a job making $100,000 a year, then, you're going to be set, because, that was a lot of money at the time in his mind. And it wasn't, dude, you need to go out and you need to make millions of dollars a year, because he wasn't raised like that. And so what happens is you go through these stages of like imagine me, like when my parents tell me, if you can make $150,000 a year, you're doing awesome. Like that's unbelievable. And if you could make that much money, you're going to be in good shape. And then I get to $150,000 a year. What does that do for me? Like, what does that tell me? That my whole life growing up, I've been told that this expectation of income would be a great target. And then I hit the target, and then what? And so then what happens is now I have to figure out, much like you'll have to do the same if you're not already in this cycle at some point already, is you have to continue to like figure out like, okay, well, what's next? Because if $150,000 a year is a lot of money, then $300,000 a year is going to seem like a brick compared to 150. So then what happens when you get to 300? Now you got to go through the whole process of reselling yourself on the bigger thing. And I've personally experienced this at every level, even into the 7 figures. Like I catch myself sometime going, you know, man, $10 million a year, that's so much money, man. How would you even need to make that much money? Like, I don't even, and then I have to catch myself, because the only limit you have to the amount of money you can make is the mental limit that you put on yourself for how much you think you're capable of producing. And this is one of the most important lessons I ever learned from Grant. Grant taught me everything I know about making money, big money. And he understands, he has a foundational understanding of how bigger is better and how more is survival. Like, he has this into his DNA. So he's operating with it. For most of us, we weren't brought up like that. We weren't thinking like that. He's been doing this for 35 years. I haven't. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out. So for me, I have to constantly go back, and there will be a fight internally because you've been educated for so many years with the wrong information. And so I hope yesterday you guys were able to take from the talk yesterday, I hope you guys were able to take a lot of personal realizations, personal challenges to what you've been thinking or been taught growing up. I hope you've been able to go through and really reevaluate the way you perceive money. Because if you have negative feelings about money, it's not your fault. It's typically something that's come from the way that you were brought up looking at money or thinking about money. And the money part of the conversation is so important because that sets up everything else that we're going to talk about. At our boot camp, our 3-day boot camp, which we made an offer for our virtual boot camp for the first time ever, fully interactive. We've spent 7 figures putting the studio together. It's going to be insane. But the first half day, we talk about money, because if you don't have the right mindset about money, then you will never build a big business. You'll never invest money in marketing. You'll never invest money in a team, and you're never going to be able to scale your business because you don't have the right information about money. And so we go deep in our boot camp on money, and I'm really excited for you guys to learn more about that, because this was the game changer for me. This was the first domino that fell that started the motion of me being able to go from, become it from nothing to becoming a millionaire, multimillionaire. So I hope you guys are able to make some of those decisions for yourself as well. I just want to ask right now, who out there wants to get rich? If you want to get rich, I want you to post in the comments how rich you want to be. How big can you think? Who wants to get rich, and how rich do you want to be?
And if they give me trending on Twitter, I'll give everybody on here today $100.
And if you can get Grant trending on Twitter, hashtag 10X challenge. If we can get Grant to trend on Twitter today, he'll give everybody on the stream today. He'll give everybody on the stream today Cardone University.
All you gotta do is hit hashtag @Grant Cardone.
All you gotta do is hashtag 10X challenge and tag @Grant Cardone.
This is the bomb. This is the bomb.
This is the Twitter bomb. We're lighting the Twitter bomb off right now.
Anybody gets a positive corona test today while we're doing this, I'll pay you $500.
And if anybody gets a positive coronavirus test today during the live stream, Grant will give you $100. You have to have a time-stamped test. We probably ought to get the swab. So if you want to mail the swab to us for additional verification, that might be a good idea as well. So be safe out there. All right. So check it out. I want to go over some winners talking about money right now. Let's go over some winners from yesterday. Every day we're giving away cash and prizes. So far, we've given over $200,000 in cash and prizes and coaching and event tickets away. 2 days ago alone, we gave away $187,000 in cash and prizes. So this is pretty exciting. Everybody's pretty stoked about this. So $100 winners. You get this by going in the Facebook group, posting your notes. You get this by posting in the Facebook group your homework assignment that we give you at the end of the day today. So do it. It's easy money. $100. All you got to do is participate. $100 for each of these winners here. The following are for the notes. They posted their notes. Matt Crane, Dylan Maris, Danielle Barr, Craig Logan, John Decker, Kelsey Connolly, Luis Mendoza, Sarah Little, and Chelsea Dreyer. You all won $100 for posting your notes in the group yesterday. And for those of you who posted your homework yesterday, each of these winners also won $100 as well. Jolene Powell, Melody Johnson, Atal Patuma, Luca Arsenal, Charles Hearn, Sharon Lewis, Emma Seawald, Valle de la Torre, Jared Bowers, and you spell it the same way I do. That's probably why you won. Carly Reimold and Michael Gorius. Congratulations. You all cash winners just for showing up, doing your homework, posting your notes, letting us know that you're engaged. I mean, this is a way that we figure out how engaged you guys are. So Grant's getting ready to come up here about 10 more minutes before he comes up and starts ripping on you today. He's going to be talking about something that's incredibly important. We actually did this wrong the first 6 years that I worked here. I've been here for 10 years. The first 6 years that I worked for Grant, we did this wrong. He'll tell you that for his entire career, he approached this one thing the wrong way. He's talking about marketing, brand, and getting attention. With the amount of noise today in the marketplace, you probably figured out that it's harder than ever to get eyeballs and attention on who you are and what you're doing. You know, Facebook ads are getting more and more expensive. There's more and more people adopting social platforms as primary methods of communication. And so there's a lot of competition. Competition creates advanced skills. So now your video can't just be good, it's got to be great. But that doesn't mean you don't get started. That means you get started now so that you can get better sooner. And so Grant's going to go over some amazing tactics, strategies, and tips today for how you ought to approach the marketing that you're doing. Real quick here, I want to go over, let's see here. Let's go over just the contest. So contest as well is going on. We have a Grant Cardone 10X Challenge contest. So basically what we have is we have a contest going for people who are sharing what we're doing here. Our desire of doing this big free outreach to the community is to get people access to the right information. Some people, this is the first time they're ever hearing stuff like this. And for a lot of you that are on here, it's challenging the things that you were brought up, taught being brought up, or that you believe to this day. So what I'd like to do is, if you're on social right now, share this stream. Share it. If you're watching on Zoom, copy the grantcardone.com/live training. Share that stream. Share that to your social streams, your social feeds, and let's get some people on here. Make sure that you're sharing it to your feed, not back into the group. That also helps your people get access to this as well. So contest, social contest, grantcardone.com/contest. You can get signed up there if you're not already. We have a heat. We have it's like we're almost at like a dead tie for first place. Amar is in second place with 16,350 points. Jarrett, 16,634 points. Ken Dunn is 13,301 points, and Khalid West, 9,957 points. But Jarrett and Amar duking it out right now in the 1 and 2 spots. Less than 300 points separate these two. That's like 0.025%.
I'm going to give enough points today to put anyone that's watching today in first place.
You just heard it right now. Grant's going to give enough points away for one person, 10 people. He's going to give away enough points today for 10 people. What do you want to give 16,000 points away?
I might.
Wow.
Whatever
He
I
might
want.
give away 16,000 points
What's
today.
that thing Matthew McConaughey say?
Sure be cool if you did. We love Matthew McConaughey here. All right, so
We have him at the growth conference.
we should. All right. Okay, just really quick. I want to run through just a quick recap of what we talked about yesterday. Talked about money, the steps to creating wealth. Number one is, no, this is not the right note page. Number one is you have to make the wealthy decision. That's step one. What we talked about just a minute ago, you have to decide that you're going to go out and you're going to do something big and bold and massive and substantial enough to weather any storm that could ever come your way. Immunity. You need to have a mindset about wealth that will like give you immunity for a COVID, for a financial meltdown, for economic crisis. Like you need to be thinking with full immunity. Number two step to creating wealth, you got to go out and collect money. You got to transact with people. You got to exchange services, products, ideas, effort for money with the public. Number three, you have to store the money that you collect. You've got to store it away, not save it and hoard it, but you have to store it away someplace you can't get easy access to it so that you don't spend it like an idiot like I did when I was young and had a little bit of money. Ignoramus. And then you got to go out and you got to invest that money. You got to multiply the money. Very simple. Very simple to do. A lot of people don't do it. I will tell you, if you follow the exact steps that Grant is teaching you, and you did everything in his story the exact same way that he did it, you would have the same success he had, guaranteed. Because you're following something that is already proven to work. Okay? So like all these little things, you might even become Grant. You might start looking like him, talking like him. You know, shit, I've been around him for 10 years. That's already starting to happen to me. I can't wait for the money part to come though. That's the thing I'm most excited about. Should be cool if you did. Okay, so myths about money. Real quick, I'm just going to blast through this to catch everybody up. Money is scarce. Myths about money.
Yesterday.
Myths about money. Yeah, this is yesterday recap. Myths about money. Number one, money is scarce. Number two, hard work will make you rich. These are false, by the way. Saving money is the way to wealth creation. It is not the way to wealth creation. You should diversify your investments, meaning get your eggs spread out in multiple baskets. All debt is bad debt. Wrong. Cash is king. Nope. Cash flow is king. That's the freedom that you're looking for. It takes money to make money. Does not. It takes courage. It takes effort. It takes creativity. It takes commitment. And then a house is a good investment. So these are all myths that got debunked yesterday in the training that we put together. That was day 5 yesterday. We're on day 6 today.
Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4.
Yeah. So like every day
What if
we're
they're just joining? They missed all the
So if you're just joining, like what we've done in the past doesn't even matter as much as what you're going to get out of what we're talking about today. So all you have to do is set the intention that today is going to be the game changer. The one single idea that you've been waiting for things to crack loose will be in today's training. All right. You have to make that decision right now. And for some of you that I've seen that come to our events, come to all of our stuff, I'll just tell you, Grant will say stuff to me and it won't actually hit me until like the 10th time he says it. And then I'm like, oh, wow. That's what that means. I finally get it. You know, like when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is ready, the message will appear, right? And don't be passive aggressive either. That's stupid. Guys, look, I'll tell you that over the last 5 days, Grant's been talking about pieces of an event that we have called our 10X Business Boot Camp. It's a 3-day event. We typically hold it here in Miami. What we wanted to do for everybody that's attached to this challenge, 250,000 people registered for this 10X challenge. And we wanted to put together an opportunity for you guys to go deep on everything that we're talking about in this challenge. Comes out of this book right here. The 10X Business Bootcamp is a 3-day event that we do in Miami. This is about a 100-page workbook. We spend 3 full days. This looks like more than 96 pages, though. Like if you told me that this was 96 pages, I wouldn't believe you. But we spend 3 days going deep on all these topics. You know, the business boot camp is designed to equip people looking to do more business. Whether you own a business or you work for somebody else or you want to start a business or you're unemployed. The business boot camp is the only event of its kind that equips people to do more business the way that we do it. We're the best in the game at this. Nobody can hold a candle to it. And we put together a 3-day event. People typically spend to come to our boot camp to get one of these tickets right here and cross through the doors of our business boot camp. People are paying anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 to come to our event and spend 3 days with us. Okay. We're bringing this event to you for a fraction of the price, leveraging some of the best technology on planet Earth. The thing I'm most excited about is at the virtual boot camp that we're going to put together, grantcardone.com/virtual. You can see it right above my head if you want to check it out. The thing I'm most excited about is because of the way that we're using technology to put this together, for the first time ever, we're having breakouts built into the workshop. You know, typically Grant's up on stage, he's teaching. I'm talking about what my expertise is in the company. Sherry Hamilton, our COO, is talking about how to make everything work, how to execute everything. Like we're talking to the entire room, and we don't have time to really like dig into Q&A. We're building in breakouts to make sure that everybody stays engaged and that everybody gets their questions answered and that everybody actually knows how to put what we're talking about into work. Okay. You are able to do this. Okay. You're able to duplicate it after the event's over. Okay. So grantcardone.com/virtual. Okay. You're going to get one of our $3,000 to $10,000 passes. $10,000 what people pay to come to this thing. You're going to get access to that ticket for $297. $297, 3 days, comfort of your own home. You get to participate in all 3 days of the 10X virtual boot camp, 100% interactive for the first time ever. We're super excited about it. $297 gets you through the doors. Okay. When you sign up for the second option, it's our executive package. It's $497. Let me tell you what you get. This event right here, the Grant Cardone 10X Growth Con, you've probably heard about it. Last year, Kevin Hart, Dana White, Floyd Mayweather, Usher, John Travolta, Scooter Braun, Danny Garcia, Magic Johnson. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Steve Harvey. We bring the top experts and celebrities and entrepreneurs in the world to this 3-day event in Las Vegas. It's the #1 event of its kind. Forbes called it the #1 event for marketing, networking, and connecting on planet Earth. Okay. So you're going to get a pass to that. Typically people pay between $2,500 and $10,000 to attend our 10X Growth Conference. When you invest in the Grant Cardone virtual interactive boot camp, we're going to give you one of these tickets absolutely free as a part of the essentials package. grantcardone.com/virtual. If that weren't enough, in addition to the $10,000 boot camp ticket and the $2,500 Growth Con ticket, we're also going to give you an online training package to get you started. Okay. My favorite program that Grant's ever created is this 10X Super Life program, because it talks about how 10X is more than just making money in business. It's about having a 10X life. Okay. This requires you to be 10X in all areas of your life. A lot of people rolling out there saying 10X. They're not 10X with their health. They're not 10X with their family. They're not 10X with their community. The only thing that they're doing is they're 10X with their money. That is not, by definition, 10X. Second program that you're going to get, by the way, people pay $2,000 to have access to this program. Second program you're going to get access to is you're going to get access to the Millions in Business training that Grant did. Between Grant and the 2 other special guests that he had on this stream, $10 billion in net worth. Insane. Okay. These guys are like, they haven't just mastered how to start a business and how to make a couple $1,000,000. These guys have mastered how to generate billions of dollars in revenue, and you get to learn from them. Third program that you're going to get as part of this program is the recession response training. Grant created this specifically for people coming out of COVID. Okay. This was an unpredictable hand everybody was dealt. And the way that you've been doing business will not be able to stay the same. You have to modify the decisions that you're making, the speed with which you operate, the mode by which you're operating, and the mindset that you operate with. Everything has to change in your business when things get tight like this. Now, we went through 2008 and learned a lot. Grant learned a lot in 2008 about what to do to respond to an economic contraction. So like literally the day he knew that things were going to get bad, we started making changes in our business, and the recession response training is going to go step by step. Everything that we did that you need to do in your business to make sure that you don't have negative impact next time there's a financial, a negative financial event. And then finally, dude, if you want to do big deals, you got to learn how to negotiate and close. You can't get big deals without it. $100 million deals have been closed using the same exact material. So you're selling a $150 product, a $3,000 product, a $10,000 product. You wonder, will this work for me? The same information in this program is the same information that Grant uses. I've seen him do it on $100 million deals. Guys closed $2 billion in transactions just in real estate. Okay. Everything that he uses is right in here in this playbook right here. So unbelievable amounts of value. If you bought each of these programs right here, you'd probably spend about $8,500. The information contained in these courses will be priceless to you. GrantCardone.com/virtual. So not only are you going to get the $10,000 ticket, not only are you going to get the $2,500 ticket to the 10X Growth Conference, not only are you going to get the programs, but when you invest in a VIP ticket to the Grant Cardone Virtual Interactive Boot Camp, you're going to get backstage access. So I have got a Zoom. Let me get some love on Zoom. If you're in Zoom right now and you're loving the 10X challenge, let me hear you say 10X. Just post it in the comments. Post it in the comments. All right. So what we're going to do is all 3 days of the boot camp, we're going to have backstage access where we're going to get to see everybody like Gus and Judith and Linda and Eduardo and Lauren and Rocky and Rami and Scotty and Breck and Brad and Kristen and Sim. We're going to see everybody. We're going to get to bring you in backstage, and you're more importantly going to get access to Grant for Q&A. So you get to network with a good group of people, and then you get proximity to Grant. So the third option is $2,000. That's a steal. That's cheaper than we typically sell one seat at our lowest level for our boot camp. You're going to get all the things that I've talked about included for free when you make the decision today to come to the Grant Cardone Interactive Boot Camp. So take advantage of that, guys. It's my favorite event that we do. We're going to go deep. We're going to equip you. We're going to prepare you so you can close more deals, so you can grow a team, and more importantly, so you can grow your income. Today, Mr. Grant Cardone is going to talk about what you can do to get more attention, to market, brand yourself, your business, so you can go out and generate more revenue, because that's what this is all about.
Give Jared a big, give Jared a big, good job, Jared. Good job, Jared. Great job. Appreciate you, Jared.
Was that too fast?
Yeah, it was all right.
Okay,
It was
a little
good.
too fast.
Okay, don't be passive aggressive.
I'm not.
Okay. Look, I'm taking my hat off today because you got to market. You got to market. Somebody's got to know you. If they don't know you, they won't what? If they don't know you, they won't flow you, folks. Okay. So if you're taking notes today, I'm always taking notes. I'll be bringing my friend Eric Worre on here. Notice we're doing marketing and networking in the same session. This is the 6th day of 10 days. I asked myself on the way over here, I'm like, Jared, how the hell, Jared, did you talk me into this? I just finished a 5-month project where I suffered every day of my damn life. I couldn't wait to come home and just take a break. Went to Malibu for 10 days and chilled, came home, and Jared's like, 10 days in a row. And then there's some other stuff we're going to do, by the way. For those of you just joining, maybe you feel like you missed something. Those guys have been here 5 days. There is more that we will be sharing with you towards the end of this. So please tune in every day, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is free. There's tens of thousands of people watching on YouTube, Facebook, and our private VIP on Zoom. So today, if I don't know you, I will never flow you. There's a guy that came on the other night, paid $2,000 from some tacos, and I am going to get people to know who he is. Okay. The easiest, simplest way in the world to get known is to pay to get known. If you guys want to do business with me, do business with me. Keep doing business with me. Okay. It is shocking to me how many people are missing this point. Now, on day one, I'm just going to go back through my notes. Okay. At the end of this, particularly, who's getting the workbook? The VIPs? Everybody who bought the workbook and or VIPs. We're building out this complete workbook. I'm at 39 pages or something right now. Okay. This is the kind of material we go over in the boot camp. If you want to invest in yourself going forward. One of the things we do with free events like this is it gives us an opportunity to meet people that want to go deeper with us, that want to spend more time learning about, hey, how do I expand? Not everybody here wants to expand. I'm assuming the person I'm talking to right now, you want to expand. Not everybody wants to expand. Some people just want to do this, watch Netflix, and look at Instagram. Strongly suggest that you spend some time in the next 40 minutes with me before Eric Worre gets here, focusing on what I'm talking about. Because if you fail on this, you will fail at everything. Okay. When I was growing up as a kid, my mama told me, hey, be seen and not heard. That is your death blow and sentence right there. If I don't know you, your product does not matter. Okay. Best known beats what? Best known beats best. Okay. Some of you out there, I hear you all the time. Come. People pay $100,000 to come. Grant, we have spent millions of dollars, Grant, making the best product, the best water, the best manufacturing, the best engineered. And I'm like, yeah, so what, dude? How much did you spend on marketing? Nothing. Bro, best known beats best. You guys got it confused. When you guys are doing partnerships, do partnerships with people that are connected. It's so simple. It's so simple. Okay. Today, I get something on Google today because I follow money, right? I got this on Google. Swiss City, Geneva to introduce a minimum wage of $4,000 a month. What do you think that's going to do to Geneva? What do you think that's going to do to Geneva? It's going to raise the property prices in Geneva. JP Morgan today. We're going to invest $700 billion in rental properties in the Southeast. Okay. Why am I telling you that? Because if these people don't know me, I don't get none of the money. Okay. You got to get people to know you, folks. If they don't know you, your idea will not matter. So today we're going to talk about marketing. For day one, we talked about thinking big, going big. Day two, just want to give you a summary what you've been listening to. Day two, we talked about the disciplines of the successful people on this planet. There's basically 10 disciplines. 10 is momentum that are vital that you get worked in. Day three, man, these are all the exercises. My God. What did I do? I am insane. Day three, we talked about accountability and statistics and metrics and measuring success. Day four, we talked about how to build a business. Day five, you're like, what did I miss? Some of you are on here and you missed it because you're tinkering with your bullshit. You got your little thing coming at you. Okay. Let's see how much craziness. This is Freddie Obang. Let's see what he's got going on. Yeah. See, I was all focused on you, and then Freddie Obang comes in, drops some good lyrics on me, got himself riding on the front of a Rolls. Boom. Trouble Man 31. See? Monsters. What's that got to do with this? Attention. Your ability to get and keep attention starts with you. Right? So if you've been here every day and you're wondering, wow, man, why do I learn stuff and I forget everything? Because you're not paying attention. Like, what are you trying to do here? I want to make billionaires. Okay. I'm in a great situation in my life. I've done extremely well. Now what I want to do is make a contribution to other people to say, hey, I want to help build other people to do something even bigger than what I've done. And I don't care who you are, where you are, how much your money is, what your problems are in life, where you are. You could be in jail right now. When you get out, you could be ready to blow up. Okay, day five, we talked about financial mindsets. No way out, just getting by, comfortable, country club, well off, and the wealthy. What do you want to be? Which one of those 5 sets of people do you want to be? The people in Geneva want to be comfortable. Okay, comfortable is the trap to wealth. Wealth is the doorway to health. Okay, the word wealth comes from health. That's what it meant in the beginning. Day 6, today's day 6, right? Okay, today we're talking about marketing. Okay, I want you to write this down, take your notes. We'll be answering questions at the end with Eric Worre. I'm going to bring Eric up in about 25 minutes. Marketing, the facts about marketing. Marketing is senior to sales. I did not know this. I thought early on in my sales career, I thought this was Grant. I was going to go out and make a sale. Okay. And then I was going to maybe spend some money in marketing. And then I was going to save the money. This was my business cycle. My business cycle was like this. I don't know if you can see this. Might be too bright. Johnny, is it too bright? Grant's going to go out, knock on a door, sell something, pitch something. You guys in network marketing, this is the mistake you make. That's not what you should do. You should not go out and sell something first. You should go out and market first, even if you don't have any money, by the way. We'll spend what? What do we spend this month on marketing, advertising?
All in probably $1.3 million.
$1.3 million. I guarantee you we will spend another $10 million of my energy organically marketing events. I'm coming in here today, and what do I do at 4:40? I spend no money.
Hey, today, 5 p.m., come join me in our studio.
What'd that cost me?
The 10X challenge is completely free. Me and the gorilla, Alan's going to be here. Johnny, the camera guy, Annie's going to be on. And Eric Worre. Join me. It's completely free. You're going to have
Matthew McConaughey said, yeah, if you can. What? Sure would be cool if somebody knew who you was. Sure would be cool. Dude, if nobody knows you guys, if nobody knew Jesus, you wouldn't know his name right now. You'd be like, who? Who is he talking about? Ali says, I am the greatest in the world before he ever had a title. You guys got to get known. Who's not doing this, okay? Who's not getting known? The people that are told don't get too much attention. I get so much attention, some of it's bad. I got people coming after me, trying to grab stuff from me, steal from me, rob me, sue me, criticize me, clickbait on me. Good, man. My sister calls me last night. Oh my God, I saw this. I said, that's some good shit, ain't it? Huh? That's good. That's free, baby. Okay, they throwing wood on the fire. Okay, I'll tell you a little trick. Kevin Hart shared this with me. Grant, people share negative information and they won't even pass on the good information. That is a marketing trick, folks. You got to learn how to get people to actually criticize you. Attention. It didn't say it was going to be good. Donald Trump is the king of this. He can get you that. He can get half the country. I said this 6 or 7 years ago. To become a president today, you must get half the country to hate your guts in order to get the other half to fund your election. Number one, marketing is senior to the sales game. Marketing is senior to the engineering game. Marketing is senior to the manufacturing game. Oh man, Grant, is this what billionaires do? Show me somebody not getting attention that killed a brick. Mark Cuban's on TV as much as he can be on TV. He's worth $4 billion. Give me some other billionaires, Jared. Who's some other billionaires? Carl Icahn. When he was relevant, I think Jay Abraham said the other day,
Bill
if you're not
Gates.
relevant, you're not relevant. Elon will attack the SEC knowing it's going to drive his damn Tesla price up. Elon comes out. I think Tesla is actually overpriced right now. And the stock goes up. Okay. Every time he launches a space rocket, what's he do? Look at what I'm doing. Okay. Number one, marketing is senior to sales. Marketing is senior to employees. Marketing is senior to to manufacturing. Marketing is the Mac Daddy. Okay. You should spend, I'll just give you a little note here, spend everything you have on marketing, energy, effort. I never talk about ROI. Have I ever, Jared, in 10 years that you and I have been together, ever said, what was the return on investment on that?
No.
Never, not one time. Now I walk in here and say, hey, who the fuck left the dust on my damn shit? Why are there fingerprints on my glass? Huh? What the hell's wrong? Why is that reverb in here? I will never ask what is the return on investment, because here's the deal, folks. I spent the first 25 years of my career not spending money on advertising. Guess what the return on the not investing was? A death blow to my shit. I don't even need an enemy. You guys are the enemy. Okay. If you're taking notes, if you're not advertising, you are the enemy. You ain't got any competition. You're not even in the game. He or she who spends the most, not talking about money either. He or she who spends the most energy or effort. By the way, money is simply energy. This is what we talked about yesterday. Money is energy. I talked about it on day 3. Money is energy. He or she who spends the most energy, okay, will end up being the froth. Number 2, first 3 rules of business. Who knows what they are? The first 3 rules of business. $100 for the first person that can tell me online. Okay, by the way, y'all didn't get me trending on Twitter. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. Yes. Okay, number 1 person, the first person that got the right answer was Gloria. No, Val. No, it was Benjamin. Benjamin, no, it was Lonis. Lonis, no, it was Nate Smith. Nate Smith says the first rule of business is promote. First 3 rules of business is promote, promote, and promote. That is the first 3 rules of business. It ain't organized. It's not hire people. It's not have a meeting. It's promote, promote, promote. So give $100 to Nate Smith, $100 signed by GC. That money will naturally turn into $1 million, by the way, Nate. Congratulations. Okay. All right. Number 3, when you become omnipresent, you're guaranteed to explode your business. Omnipresent means what? Everywhere, all at the same time. Anything that is assigned omnipresence is assigned power. Anything that is assigned power can raise their prices. Once I get everywhere, people will pay me more. Okay. People will trust me more. Number 4, quantity is senior to quality. Frequency is the way to greatness. Quantity is better than quality. Okay, if you're taking notes, quantity exceeds quality. In our boot camp, we actually start showing you what that looks like from a content and frequency of content laid out online. And you don't need, somebody said they love the t-shirt, peace, love, and cash flow. Okay, right here. See, I advertise my stuff. Cardone Capital on the hat. Peace, love, and cash flow on the shirt. 5, number 5, any marketing is better than no marketing. My bad post is better than your no post. My post with grammar, watch, I'm gonna do something right now. I'm gonna go on Twitter right now. Watch this. I'm gonna go on Twitter right now, and I'm gonna actually misspell the word. The light changed, Johnny, between yesterday and today. That definitely did. Because yesterday I had no attention on it, never even brought it up. Huh? No, that's not it though. See? Huh? Okay. So I'm going to go on Twitter. Watch this. I'm going to actually misspell a word and watch how much attention it gets. Doing a 10x challenge. If we can get this to trend, I'll give everybody on today. How many people do we have on today? Tens of thousands. I'll give everybody Cardone University for a month. If you guys can get it to trend. Now, what you need to do is you got to hit hashtag 10x challenge. You can write anything about it, or you can actually just retweet mine. Doing 10x challenge in Miami, and I'm going to misspell Miami. How could I spell Miami? Yeah, I'll just spell it with 2. Miami. I'll spell it with 2 I's. Okay. And tens of thousands of people loving it. Tens of thousands. I'll misspell that too. Thousands. Oh, it corrected me. Loving it. Okay. And then I'm going to put in here, why not? GrantCardone.com/challenge. Okay, now you guys are doing a 10x challenge in Miami. Yeah, you guys can repost that and watch. Let's see if it trends. It's very, very difficult, by the way, to get anything to move today. If you saw my bankruptcy video back in March, we were the #3 trending thing in the entire Google universe for 3 days. So it's almost like you have to have bad news. And why am I telling you that? Because I just used misspellings to grab onto people's criticism. You know, the people that are so like intellectually, you know, correcting everyone in the universe. This is why you have traffic when there's a wreck and everybody stops. Oh, you see, they fucked up. Okay. And the people that are focused just keep going. It's a marketing game, folks. You got to learn how to play this game. I'll bring Eric Worre in here in just a little bit, but it's a game. It's a game. He's a networking genius. Okay. He's in the multi-level marketing space. It's no different. Multi-level marketing, a $200 product or a $20 product is no different getting known than if you're going to become a pop star. Best singer does not win the game. Best actor does not win the what is the award? Yeah. Academy Award. Yeah. Okay, #5. Remember this. Any marketing, this is particularly for the ladies. Ladies, any post is better than no post. Quit putting makeup on forever. And then redoing them over and over again. You guys got to stop craziness, man. Like you're doing 3 and 4 and 5 videos to get one video out. Those should be 5 videos. You should do the first 4 as the bloopers reel. Like, I suck at this. That is better than trying to make it perfect and stashing the other 4 for no one to see. #6, stay relevant, stay interesting, and be interested in your client. Okay. 7, understand your audience. Understand your audience. What do they want? What do they want to hear? What are they doing today? What are they thinking about? What are they, family people, dog people? Are they workout people? What are they doing so they actually jump on the train? That's why you guys see me doing the pull-ups. Ain't nobody does a pull-up better than I do. Okay. I do prison pull-ups. And what's Matthew say about prison pull-ups, Ryan? Jared?
Sure be cool if they did.
Sure be cool if you could. Okay. #8, all marketing works except when does marketing not work? When does marketing not work? When is marketing no longer successful? When you quit. Yes, that's right. When you quit on it. It no longer works when you quit on it. And that answer, we will send $100 to Mr. Fast on the Draw. I'm going to give it to Gabby Marisa because she misspelled it. She says, when you woot, which was quit. Because I like people that misspell shit. Jared, you want to tell, do we have a Sell or Be Sold here?
No. Sell to Survive.
Yeah, just give me that one though. That's fine.
Okay.
Sell or Be Sold. The first book I wrote took me 3 hours to write this book. Right there, Annie. Right there. It's on the wall. Right there. Just grab
But is that actual book?
I'll take it. It's good enough, guys. God damn. Okay. This book right here won an Axiom Award. Axiom Award.
It's fine.
Okay. Axiom Award. Hey guys. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
You love that, dude. You're on replay right now. With
Dude,
that
it's
one.
just so good. You guys so worried about it. Everybody tries to fix everything to be perfect, man. Just market your shit. Okay. It's Saturday, man. Sell or Be Sold. I wrote this book in 3 hours. It had hundreds and hundreds of misspellings. Hundreds. And I was the only one not worried about it. Everybody was worried about all the misspelled words, the grammar, the run-on sentences, but me. All I was worried about was what? Turning into a bestseller. How do you get a bestseller? You don't get a bestseller because you write it the best. You get a bestseller because you sell it the most. Okay. That book became a best-selling book. Okay. Was it best written? I doubt it. How could I be a best writer? I grew up in Louisiana. I have poor grammar. Okay. All right. I wasn't paying attention. Remember, best known beats best. Real quick, 7 takeaways, 7 big takeaways. And I'm going to bring in Eric, my friend Eric Worre. #1, everything is content possible. Everything is content. Everything becomes content possibilities. I'm out looking at real estate this morning. I'm looking at a deal JP Morgan has down in downtown Miami. It's called Midtown 5. It's $160 million. And I'm out there marketing. Okay. People down there know me. Hey, Grant, what's up, man? They know me because I wrote a book. They know me because I held the growth conference. They know me because I'm buying real estate. I don't know why people know me. Let me ask you guys real quick. I want you to give me one word. What is the one thing you know me for? Just one word to describe me right now. Grant Rants. Selling. Energy. Flow. Sales. Attention. Attitude. Real estate. Attitude. Selling. Sales. I'm in a hospital, but I'm here. Closing. Sales. Book. Show up. Obsessed. One word that you guys say, man, when I think about you, I think about this. Notice all the different things, okay? Man, I can't believe nobody's saying jokes, man. By the way, nobody's saying I cuss, Jared.
Huh?
Nobody's saying I cuss. Nobody's saying I use sexual innuendos to make notes, to make comments, okay? Nobody said I'm boldness. Thank you, Stacy McClure. Send Stacy McClure $100 because I'm I'm so bold. I
Stacy
say,
McClure.
be bold. It says it in the Bible. It says, be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. I read that line so many times. You know, we all take from the Bible the stuff that we like the most.
Yeah, everybody does that with everything.
Okay. Riches, boldness, money, sales, real estate, outrageous. Mark Valinsky, send Mark Valinsky $100 because he thinks I'm outrageous. Hustle, sales, not my plane. Some people know me because of the bird. Hello from Croatia, over delivering. People know me for over delivering. Money, freedom. Look at all the different things. Tenacity, balls. Send Don Reed $100. Commenting on my balls. 10x fire, energy, confident. 10x selling, sales, talking, sales. See, you guys all know me for different stuff. In the first part of my career, I was only known for one thing, sales. The problem is, I told Jared, I said, Jared, nobody wants to do this thing. Dude, I got to go wide, okay? If you're taking notes, go wide at the top of your audience. You got to get the top of your audience wider so that I'm talking to sales, owners, investors, people that are interested in money, people that are interested in charity, people that are interested in workouts. I got to build that audience out. Military, policemen. I got to build the audience out so people are more interested, okay? Marriage, love, family, all the things that people do in life. You need to start figuring out how can you and your company build content around that. We spend an entire day, folks, at our boot camp, our 3-day boot camp, the virtual boot camp, grantcardone.com/virtual. And it's entire 3 days. The entire 3 days is on how to market so you become a multimillionaire. So your business becomes worth hundreds of millions of dollars, regardless of the idea. Okay. 3, marketing should make your sales easier. The goal of marketing is to make the lead hot. The goal of marketing is to make the lead convert. When I finished yesterday, I went and did a call at 8 o'clock with 200 people, just so you guys understand what goes on in my world. I finished here, went to my home, did a call with 200 people and raised $4 million last night. $4 million in 40 minutes for our real estate deal with 200 people. So what is that worth? 200 into 4 million. What's that number? 20,000 a person?
Yeah.
Yeah. If everybody did something and not everybody did something, okay? So marketing should make the sale easier. Marketing should build trust. Marketing should build familiarity, but marketing should make the close easy. 4, and by the way, you guys that are studying ROIs, oh, it didn't work, shit didn't work. It didn't work, bro, because giving toasters away ain't gonna sell a car. I'm coming from a toaster and I'm out of here, okay? 4, all marketing works. So quit listening to your account manager or whoever's trying to twist you off. We had somebody call us from Google and says, oh, we could get you a much better return on your investment. We want to show you some things to tweak and do and da. I said, dude, bro, let's spend some more money. Let me get a bigger audience. Let me get 10 million people here, okay, rather than 250,000 people. 10x your content, number 5. Number 6, you have to know who you are. I know who I am. You got to know who you are, and you got to quit apologizing about who you are, because you're the only one that needs to know who you are, and you have to be that person. Okay. My wife is not who I am. Okay. She's uncomfortable sometimes with what I deliver. Jared's uncomfortable sometimes with what I deliver. Sherry's uncomfortable with what I deliver. Alan is the only one that doesn't fringe. He's like, yeah, do it again, do it again, do it again. I love it. Okay, okay, because he's sick. He's sick and he's dark. Okay, you got to know who you are, man. You got to know who you are and be comfortable with saying, this is who I am, marketplace, take it or leave it. Okay, number 7, and I'll bring Eric in. Dude, you got to know what your offer is. My offer today is this. I can keep doing this for nothing with you for free. You just come in, join. Or you guys that are serious can go deep with me. You can go deep with me, come spend 3 days with me and my team at the end of this month. Take advantage of this COVID thing. Quit playing this game of success by yourself. Join us for 3 days. I'll bring it to your phone, your computer, your tablet. We're spending millions of dollars to put this on, and we're going to go over this book in detail until you know this book as well as I do, okay? You get the book, you get these 4 programs. This 4 programs will cost you $5,000 right now to have this, to buy it off my website. We're going to give you this to get started. So between now and then, you are ready for us to set you up on mental, marketing, sales, closing, funding your deals, scaling your team, and building your team out. The website's grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. I want to bring in a good friend of mine. Okay. Guy's a freaking genius. He has coached more people in network marketing than probably any other person on the planet.
3 million copies of his book sold. Yeah.
3 million copies of his book sold. Okay. $15 million in commissions in network marketing,
Which is huge.
he has built organizations that have more than 500,000 distributors in 60 countries. He lives in Vegas. We're not going to hold that against him because I almost went there. Okay. I love this guy. His mission, by the way, is to educate the world so that you have an entrepreneurial, that if you have an entrepreneurial bone in your body, which, hey, who doesn't? Okay. He wants to help make you great. Eric Worre, where are you, brother?
Hey, man. How are you?
Oh my God, man. Your place looks like my place is going to look. Dude,
Good to see you. I'm super excited about this boot camp. I'm going to be part of it. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
He's coming.
So
What's
Eric,
the biggest package you got? It's like
you're in
2,000
your
is all I can do?
So are you in your studio?
No, I'm not actually. This is my studio is going to look like, but it's being built right now.
Dude, that's what we need. I need a picture. What's that called?
Wait till you see this thing, man. It's a $20 million project. It's going to be ready in December. It's awesome.
Yeah, good for you, man. Good for you. Well, hey, great to have you here, Eric. And you know, you and I did an event in Vegas. How many people were at that event?
Oh, I don't know, 10,000 or something.
Yeah, they loved us together.
Yeah, you killed it.
I mean,
great.
dude, I love this so much. I went and shaved my head.
What in the world? What are you doing? You're adopting my haircut?
Yes.
You still have hair, man. Grow it out.
I was at the barber the other day and they're like, dude, you got good hair. Why don't you just let it grow out?
I want to see the mullet.
You know the story on this?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you later. All right. So look, let's talk about marketing, Eric. And then I want to talk about networking.
Okay.
Because you're great you're great with people. You're much better with people than I am.
I don't know.
You are, dude. You're good with people. What's the trick, man? Tell me the trick. Tell the audience the trick.
For being good with people?
For networking, for building a network.
I think if you're authentic and you just really care about other people, then they're going to pick up on that. People are really, really good at picking up if you are interested in their well-being, or if you're just interested in your own. If you're interested in their well-being, you'll be able to get, the old line, you'll be able to get everything that you want if you're willing to do that, So I would say I'm a better teacher than I am a networker. I'm a better promoter and a marketer than I am an interpersonal, guru of sorts. I know lots of strategies in order to be able to help educate. What I teach people to do is how to find people and then educate them about whatever it is that they're wanting to promote, and then teaching them the language and the strategy of that promotion. So the highest compliment I could give somebody in entrepreneurship is they're a promoter. You, sir, are a promoter. There's people who announce things, there's people who invite to things, and then there's people who promote things. And there are three different animals. Lots of announcers. Hey, we're having this thing. Lots of inviters. Hey, you should come to this thing. And then there's promoters. The promoters are a completely different animal. Promoters make all the money. Elon Musk is a promoter. Jeff Bezos is a promoter. Richard Branson's a promoter. Bill Gates is a promoter. I mean, you pick. They're all promoters. They're relentless.
So I love this, by the way. Do you consider yourself a promoter or a teacher?
Both. I teach, but in order for me to be able to reach more people, I promote.
Yeah. And you have events where there's 10 and 15,000 people at these events.
Yeah, I'm shooting for December for 100,000.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to do it.
So when you're thinking about promoting an event, and I'm sure everybody here has something they want to promote,
Mm-hmm.
is there a series of things that you're moving through with your organization to say, hey, we need to do step 1, 2, 3?
I will give you, if we can go fast, I'll give you my whole toolbox. You want my whole toolbox? This is my secret sauce.
I got as much time as you want, man. I want
right.
these people to have as much Eric Worre as possible.
If you're promoting an event, a product, a tool, a concept, a business, education, whatever it is, here's my toolbox. Number 1 in the toolbox is make a decision. I mean, a real decision. This isn't something you're going to try, it's something you're going to do. Decide that this is going to happen in a big, big way. That's number 1. Number 2, you got to write down what your goal is, and it needs to be outrageous. It needs to be unrealistic. It needs to be, I mean, it follows your 10X philosophy. It needs to be something that everybody else says that doesn't even make sense. Okay. Number 3, you need to publicly declare it to the entire world. You need to tell the whole world that you're going to do it. What entrepreneurs do is they say yes, they tell the world, and then they figure it out. Okay. Mm-hmm. Everybody else in the world tries to figure it all out first. So people like you and me, we drive our teams crazy because we're always announcing stuff before the team's prepared. You know, we're always doing stuff 10X and they're freaking out. And they're like, come on, if you just give us some time, we'll be much more prepared and this will be much more professional. But here's the thing. What I've learned is you have to risk public humiliation in order to be able to move forward. You have to be willing to be embarrassed and deal with it in order to be able to move forward. So that means that public declaration's got to be really loud on these outrageous goals. So number 4, you got to be more committed than anyone in the universe. You have to be more committed to this goal and this plan and this strategy and this objective than anyone. No one, there can be no one that can even be thought of as more committed than you, because your commitment will pull people up and cause people to step into your vision. Okay. Number 5, you need to make it fun. It shouldn't be like pulling teeth. If you're promoting an event, you got to make it fun. You got to create a sense of excitement around it.
Yeah, for you or for them? It's fun for
everybody. You need to have an environment on your team that's fun. You got to make it fun for the people that you're promoting to. Just if it's grim, even though the goal is really ambitious, it's a bad energy. So I think you have to instill a sense of fun. I always use adventure as number 6. Let's do something wild and crazy. Come on, team. Let's go do something that nobody thinks we can do. Let's go break all the records. Come join me at this special event because nobody thinks we can do it. This is going to be the biggest it's ever happened. Let's just go crazy with number 6, adventure. Number 7, you need to create a game plan. What's your strategy? How are you going to reverse engineer this crazy, outrageous goal? And you got to be a little bit flexible with game plan, because you're gonna have one game plan to get you started, but within a week of going hard, you're gonna have to adjust your game plan. Like I've got a goal to fill up 100,000 people in this big virtual event in December. I had a game plan a week ago. I did 50 Zooms in the last 7 days, and my game plan adjusted today. I made some adjustments because, okay, this was working, this wasn't working. We got to move this, we got to move that. So a game plan is really, really important, but don't fall in love with the game plan so much that you're not willing to pivot. You know, you got to be able to pivot in real time and make micro adjustments in order to be able to move forward. Okay. Stop me anytime you want to discuss any of these, and I'll just keep going.
No,
okay?
no. Well, I mean, I want to go back through some of this because
Go.
somebody said, "Hey, what's number
Yeah.
5 again?" Make it fun was number 5, but go ahead. I don't want to interrupt your flow, man.
Okay. Game plan is number 7. Number 8 is a campaign. A campaign is more interesting than a business plan. So I'll come up with all different kinds of campaigns. I'll come up with a 3-day campaign for the team. Here's our 3-day campaign. And I'm going to put all different kinds of bells and whistles inside of that campaign, because people will bust their ass for 3 days. But if you tell them to do something for 3 months, they lose their focus really, really fast. So I'll do 1-week campaigns. I'll do, for you, 10-day campaigns, 3-day campaigns. Maybe it's just 1 day, 24-hour campaign. We're going to see what we can do in 24 hours. Let's go. So campaigns focus the team when they start to lose the vision a little bit.
Yeah. So you're talking, Eric, you're talking, it sounds to me like you're talking about your team.
I do a combination. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I do a combination. I do a campaign for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I do a campaign for my team, and I also create campaigns for my prospects. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But it's interesting to me because, I mean, unless you're an executive that's making these things work, you most people are not going to understand that Eric is doing these campaigns. Like when he's pushing on a promotion, he's thinking about his people staying in the game, staying interested. Am I right, Eric?
Yep. You got, because look, let's say you got one of your kids, this is their favorite toy in the world. Okay. And they've had it for 3 months, and one day they're grumpy. They're crying, and they're not hungry, and they're, whatever. They're just bored or whatever. And they're cranky. And you go, "Oh, look, here's the toy." And they go, "I'm sick of that toy."
Yeah.
Okay. That's like your business plan. This is a campaign. You come up with another color and go, look at this thing. Oh, look at this cool thing. And they get all excited and they focus again. And sometimes I need this because I get bored with business plans. I need to give myself a little 7-day goal. I need to give myself a little 3-day something.
Well, and the campaign can exhaust too. It can fatigue with both the audience and internally and with the executive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I say, as soon as it starts being the same old, you gotta just change the color.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You're still promoting the same thing. You just give it a little juice, a little extra love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So campaigns are number 8. Number 9 is stories. Stories are the most powerful thing ever. To be able to tell a story about your product, a story about people who engaged with your event and had success, stories about people who missed out on it and are sad ever since. So tell every kind of story that will edify whatever it is that you're doing. And those stories
give
will
me an
work with your
example. Give me
prospect.
an example of a story. Give me an example of me. You see me telling stories, so the audience.
Well, you're great at telling stories. You tell a million stories. But let me give you one story as an example. I've got a young guy. His name is Antonio Martinez. He came to my event in Las Vegas 3 years ago. He could not afford an Uber to get to the convention center. Okay, he had to walk a mile from his hotel, cheap hotel, to the convention center. Okay, he had 4 guys sleeping in one hotel room to be able to do this. He's wanting to change his life. He took the information that he learned at my event, and 2 years later, he was on my stage making $1 million a year because of what he learned from that event. And then he brought more people to the next one. And the third year, he had 1,000 people from his organization around the world in my event. When you were speaking, they were cheering, and that young man changed his life. You know why? Because he made a decision to come to this event and change his life before he was ready. He made a decision before he could afford it. He made a decision before he was prepared.
Yeah, Eric, do you try to gather those stories? Do you encourage those? Do you collect them?
I mean, it's just another form of testimonial. Every testimonial you can get, you want to be able to tell the rags to riches story. You want to be able to tell the person reawakened themselves or reimagined themselves story. You want to tell the stories about your products or services. Those stories, do not neglect those stories. I learned 30 years ago to collect stories about whatever it is I was promoting, and then use those stories as a tool to be able to help people see it, because I can give them the facts. They're not going to remember that. If I give them the story, they'll remember the story. So you have to have, you and your organization have to be pounding stories in 1,000 directions.
So
like you do that with your real estate. You do that with your students. You do that with everything. You're telling stories about people who are getting checks every month. You're telling stories about people who attended the boot camp, and because they attended the boot camp, now their business is 10 times more successful.
Yeah.
You know? So
in every business, let's say I'm in the dog healing business or the dog training business. How am I telling
how many transformation stories do you have? If you're in the dog healing business, you probably have 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
And if you run into somebody and they've got a golden retriever, guess what you can say? Let me tell you this story about this other golden retriever that came into our practice, and here's what happened. It was the most miraculous thing ever. So it shares your heart, it shares your mission, it lets people know. People want documentation. They want to know, is this for real? Did somebody else succeed because of this? So you got to collect these stories and be able to say them. You got to have them written. You got to have them on video. You got to have them on audio. You got to have them in all different forms in order to be able for people to feel comfortable when they take a look at your product, because for many people, they're going to lean on those stories more than they lean on your words, your credibility. Okay. All right. Next, the verbal commercial. If you have an organization, let's say you got a team. I teach people
is there a number 10, Eric? I'm just curious.
Number 10, verbal commercial.
Okay, verbal commercial. How many are there, by the way? How many are there? I just want to know.
25.
Dang, dude, 25.
I use all 25 all the time.
Wow. You should come to. We should get him in the boot camp. We should have him.
I'm going to attend your boot camp for sure.
Yeah, because look, man, I could go. People are asking, hey, what are the numbers again? Let me just give them to you, the first 10, because I'm not. Eric's a busy guy, so he's selling out an event that's going to have 100,000 people in it. Number 1, make a decision. Don't try, do. I took notes on all this. Eric, do you notice that the winners always take notes?
Always.
Number 2, write your goals down. I had a guy yesterday tell me he's like, you don't need to write your goals down. I'm like, I do, dude. They
need to be outrageous. They can't just be simple, basic goals.
3, publicly declare it and be willing to accept public humiliation.
And handle it.
There's nobody better at that than I am, because I will take a humiliation.
Yeah, whatever.
4, be more committed than anybody else. Number 5, make it fun. Number 6, an adventure. 7, game plan. 8, have a campaign or more than one campaign. Be willing to change the campaigns.
Yep.
Number 9, story sell and verbal commercial. What's a verbal commercial?
So let's say you've got a sales team, like you got your sales team at your offices in Florida. I teach people who've got sales organizations. Whatever it is you're promoting, like I teach people how to promote events as an example. I will create, if people ask me, why should I attend the event? I will give them my verbal commercial. Here's why. I give them a little, 60-second commercial. Okay. I know I've got a team that's on fire when I start hearing that same commercial being repeated by everybody in the team.
Mhm.
So when we're faced with a prospect or in front of somebody who can make a decision, I'm starting to hear that same script over and over and over, duplicated down into the team. So that there becomes just a standard, here's how we answer that. What is this all about? Oh, it's this and this and this and this and this, and you're going to learn this and this and this, and you're going to meet these people, and it's going to change your life. Whatever that is for you. If you say it enough times, people will start to repeat it. If they repeat it enough times, it'll become part of your culture.
Eric, let me ask you, like, how much do you think people are missing the marketing game, the importance of marketing as a primary business strategy?
I mean, look, if people can't see or don't hear about your product or service doesn't matter. I mean, I'm happy when two things are occurring in my life. One is when I'm growing, and two is when I'm contributing. Okay. So why am I spending $20 million to build this ridiculous, crazy spaceship of a studio in order to be able to take it around the world? Why am I busting my ass harder than I ever have in my life in order to be able to put 100,000 people into that thing in December? Because if I can expand my reach, then my message matters. And if I don't expand my reach, my message doesn't matter. I mean, it only matters to a couple people, and that's a shame. You can have a global impact. Every single person watching this can have a global impact if they make a decision to get more people to hear it. And you are the best. The reason why I'm going to be part of your virtual boot camp. I wanted to come to your mastermind that you did in Colorado, but it didn't work with my schedule, unfortunately. And even though this doesn't work with my schedule with everything else going on, I'm still going to be part of the boot camp because you are the best I know at getting eyeballs to see a product or service. I don't think there's anyone better on earth at, for most of the things that I've described so far, and I've got lots more, most of those things you do on either a conscious or subconscious basis every minute of the day.
I'm pretty conscious.
Just do it. Huh?
I'm pretty conscious.
Yeah, but I bet you do some of these things unconsciously without even knowing.
Yeah, sure. I mean, some of them are just, they're muscles now. But
Yep.
I did not in the beginning, in the first 20, probably 45 years of my 20 years of my professional career, I did not understand. It is the number one biggest mistake that I made was not spending enough money on marketing, advertising, collaborating with other people. I was terrible at that. I didn't do it. I didn't go to events. I didn't understand. I thought events were for me to learn stuff. Events are for you to meet people and then learn something.
Yep. And I will tell you, I mean, you talk about spending a lot of money in order to get your message out. You can do it granular too. Everybody that's watching this can start right from where they are and reach the world. If you're gritty enough and you follow these principles, you can build a huge audience. I mean, I've got 5 million people that consume my content every week. I know yours is much higher than that, but for a simple guy like me, I will tell you,
hey, there's always somebody with a bigger plane.
It is a little bit annoying. It is a little bit annoying. I mean, I remember the day when your Facebook was way smaller than mine. I remember the day when your events were smaller than mine. And it's a little bit annoying. I love you anyway. You're inspirational to me. And I have serious plane envy. I got this little Hawker 900, and it's just a little turd sitting next to your G550.
No, but the reason I said that is because I had Doorman on here 2 days ago. He has 9 billion views on YouTube.
Ridiculous.
He gets more views in 1 hour than I'll probably get all year. And I'm proud of my YouTube channel, right? That's why I say there's always somebody with a bigger vitamin D.
All right, you want me to give you 11?
No. What I want to do is I want to just talk about really what I want to do is I want to talk about these things because let's talk about making a decision. Why do you think people are not? Because to me, number one, is bigger than all 25.
Yeah.
I say this on everything: money, real estate, everything, the marriage, everything. Dude, if you don't make a decision, I know that's not something you can really put your hands on. I make a decision.
The decision's everything.
Talk about it.
It's got to be literally unmovable. And I thought when I first got started in my marketing journey, my first 3 years, I struggled and I struggled and I struggled and I struggled. And then I finally made a decision. I mean, a real decision. And when I made that decision, everything changed. I mean, it was a decision where I was going to accomplish my goal or I was going to die. And I was okay with either one. I had to make that happen. And you know what I found out? Most people that are even watching this, you think you made a decision, but there's something could knock you out. Mm-hmm. You could lose a big client, it could knock you out. You could have somebody that you respect dump on you and it could knock you out. You could have enough family pressure, it'll knock you out. There's something. But for me, once that decision was made, when I really made the decision, I call the book GoPro, you know, the book that I've sold all the copies of. When I really made the decision to go pro, I will tell you, the fear left my body. Up until that moment, I was full of fear.
Yeah.
But once I decided I was going to become an expert and really do this for real, it was like fear was gone, and I had a plan. I'm just like, okay, we're going to do this. I'm good. Okay. I can't work with somebody that won't make a decision. You know what I mean? I just can't.
Well,
I think there's 3 things required for success. I think number 1, people need to be willing. Number 2, I think they need to be coachable because other people are smarter than they are and they can go faster if they're coachable. And number 3, they need to be hungry. And
hungry, all right? Not humble.
Hungry.
I show hungry, man.
If they don't have all 3, I can't work with them. They're a waste of time.
Okay, look, everybody's begging me for 11 through 25. So can you spin through them? They want them so bad.
Okay. All right, here you go. You ready? Better write fast. This is my short course. I do this. Usually I go through this whole promotional toolbox and how to use it in between 3 and 6 hours, but I'm going to do this quick. Okay. Number 11 is problem solving. If you're going to be a great promoter, you got to be able to solve problems, solve them quick. You got to be able to not dwell on them. Solve the freaking problem. The bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. The most successful people in the world are great at solving problems. You got to be great at solving not only your problems, but you got to solve your prospects' problems in their mind.
Yeah.
Let's say you're promoting an event and they say, I can't get a babysitter. You got to help them solve that problem in their mind. I don't have the money. You got to help them solve that problem.
Yeah, you got to spin through these though, dog, because we're going to go to a Q&A. We're going to go to a Q&A with the VIP.
Okay. Got it. Number 12, repetition. You can't say it once. You got to just beat it to death over and over and over and over again.
GrantCardone.com/virtual. 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 How many times have you seen me do that where I'm like,
You have to. That's the only way to go. If you don't have people on your team and in your world complaining that you're saying it too much, you're not saying it enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Repetition. Number 13, recognition. Provide recognition for people who say yes to your offer, recognition for people on your team that are promoting your offer successfully.
I recognize you, Eric Worre. You're the greatest. Look at that. Look at him when you say that. Guys, today I want to challenge everybody to just go out and acknowledge somebody today. Recognize them for something they did great rather than criticize somebody for something they screwed up. How many of you be willing to take all that on today? Just go out and recognize somebody. Look, I just did it to Eric. He knows I'm jacking with him, and it still hit him hard. Who's willing to do that, okay? I got commitments on that, all right? Okay, number 14.
Peer pressure. You got to use peer pressure.
Dude, so you're talking about me going out and buying a G550. That actually puts pressure on you, don't it?
Well, not really, but it.
Liar. Don't be a liar.
No, it's true. It's aspirational for sure.
Okay.
What I mean by peer pressure is, let's say you're promoting an event. If you publish the list of people that are going to the event, it puts peer pressure on the people that are expected to and don't go.
Oh, I got it.
Haven't registered yet.
I got it. I see. It's a marketing tool. I got it.
You got to use peer pressure and in your team, in your sales team, in your organization, everywhere, and even with your prospects.
Yeah.
Next is competition. I create competition. Who's going to get there first? Who's going to get the most? Who's going to get 10 today? And I'll create competition against different groups.
But dude,
in
how
order
do I
to be able
use
to-
that when I'm selling toothpaste? You can't be like, okay, first one to the store today. I guess you could. First one to the store today gets blah.
Yeah. Plus, you can do it with your. Let's say you got 10 sales reps. Create competition between those 10.
Yeah.
You know, one
Yeah,
one
okay,
does
I get it. I'm going to give you guys an example of this right now, okay? The first 20 people that grab the VIP at grantcardone.com/virtual. This is what you're talking about, right, Eric?
Yep.
I am going to do, what should I do, guys? Huh? I'm going to have you at my headquarters for a private coaching session at my headquarters for the first 20 people that go to grantcardone.com/virtual and grab the VIP offer. First 20 people to do that. That's what he's talking about, competition with
You
your
can use
offer.
it in a million different ways.
Go ahead, Eric.
Number 16 is slightly different, is contests. Competition is pitting people against each other a little bit. A contest is a reward for somebody that does X activity. You see what I'm saying? Slightly different, but I use both.
Yeah, that's why you
Okay. got
25, dude. You got basically
They're different.
You got split variations.
Oh,
of
they're
like
very
12 things.
different. They're very different. If I have you and Jared on my sales team, I'm going to create competition between the two of you. And I'm going to drive it like crazy. I'm going to say, hey, Grant, Jared just sold 5.
Oh.
What are you going to do today?
Yeah. What is there pay? Is there some pay? Is there a bone? Do I get a little
Maybe.
bone?
Maybe, but
What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably figure out what the deal is, and I'm going to go to Jared and say, Jared,
I
look,
create winners.
Jared, I'm just going to load your ass up, Jared. We're going to load your ass up. Me and you going to take a split on the winky.
I create winners and losers all the time.
Yeah. Well,
All the
hey,
time.
so does the planet. Okay, look, dude, I'm not going to get. I can't even do the rest of the list. It's just too much.
I got to do at least 2 more.
It's too much. It's too much, man. You're giving away too much.
Okay.
This is why you lost all your hair, dude. Okay, look, I love you, man. We're going to come back and do a Q&A with Eric with the VIPs. And you guys can ask, you guys that are VIP can ask Eric whatever you want. Please give him a big shout out for being so generous with his time. He's going to do an event in December, guys. You guys should go to that. You guys should go to as many events that are coordinated with the same messaging. Eric, how important is it for people to not get every message, but pick coaches that have similar messages that don't conflict with one another?
I think coaching and masterminds and mentors are the fastest shortcut to success in the world. They're literally like a time machine.
Yeah, are you going there? Hey, are you going there for the knowledge, or are you going there for the connections?
Knowledge mostly, connections secondarily for me.
Oh,
for
wow.
me personally.
Wow, wrong answer, Eric. Man,
I know, but here's what I'm just being honest with you. Here's what I tell you. What I'm telling you, I know that when I go to your virtual boot camp, I'm going to walk in there and I'm going to be a year smarter without being a year older. And it's the smartest thing I could do.
Oh, I love that. Say that again, Eric. Say that again.
A coach, a mentor, or a mastermind, like you're doing with this boot camp, is like walking into a time machine and being a year smarter without being a year older, 3 years smarter without being 3 years older. My wife and I spend about $500,000 a year on coaches, mentors, masterminds, because we want to get better.
Yeah.
We want to be able to reach the world better. Okay.
You know, for whatever it's worth, Eric, because you and I, you know, forget all these people who are on here right now. I'm just, when I get involved with people like you, I get so selfish. I start thinking just about how can I grab something out of this conversation? And I know, guys, that any one of these 25 things, like if you can figure out one of these and go hard on it, I mean hard.
Yeah.
Like I am such a simple guy, Eric, as you know, like redneck simple. I got about 3 or 4 tricks I just use over and over and over again. I just know that they're going to work.
Yeah.
And they're not really tricks. They're just business principles and stable datums for me. And one of those is, guys, always spend the most amount of money you can on anything, whether you're buying a car,
Don't have
you're gonna go buy a
minimum
house,
disease.
a piece
Too
of
many
real
people
estate.
have minimum disease, Grant. Too many
Huh?
people. Too many people have minimum disease. What's the minimum I could do? What's the smallest package? What's the biggest discount? You got to stop that and just say, what's the maximum I could spend? What's the
Yeah.
maximum I could do? What's the maximum access or wisdom I could glean?
How do you dream
It's the
big?
smartest thing in the world.
Yeah. How do you dream big if you spend small?
You just can't. And you have to spend it before you can afford it. That's the key. You want your life to change, you got to do it. Now, I'm not saying this for any reason other than compassion for your listeners.
No, dude, because you came from nothing. You didn't have anything. Your wife
Yeah,
didn't
I had
have
to start
anything.
before I was ready.
How much
Give
money did you
yourself
spend
permission
building
to
that
be
house?
messy.
How much money did you spend building that house?
12 million.
12 million. So when you built your studio, you're like, shit, man, I'm gonna make more money on my studio than I am my house.
I know, you're smarter than I am.
Tell me that didn't go through your head.
No, for sure. I know you're smarter than I am. I know.
didn't say I was smarter than you were.
And I will just tell you, I still have my old psychic damage from being broke and wanting to like own my house and all that stuff. I understand it's not the best investment, but I feel better.
Yeah, whatever, man. You know, whatever. Okay, Eric Worre, you've been extremely, extremely generous. Thank you so much. Everybody give a big shout out to Eric. How'd you guys like those 15 things I let him get through? What did I let him get through before I stopped his madness?
We'll give some more in the VIP.
Yeah, we'll do some more in the VIP. Eric, the book is GoPro and
Oh, the book's been around. Book's been around a long time. I'm not here to sell nothing. I'm here because I'm grateful for what Grant is doing in the world.
Let me just talk about you, okay? Because you guys haven't even met the best part of Eric, which is his wife. She's really
she's amazing.
She's really the brains, and she's really the one that tells Eric what to say. Otherwise, Eric would have nothing to say. Okay. And I just love hanging out with you. I've told this to everybody that's come on here. My wife and I are going to go to St. Bart's for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about putting this trip together with just a bunch of people that you probably don't have the time or money to go on this trip right now because you just.
Well, we were scheduled to go this month to Necker Island with Branson, and they just canceled on us.
Yeah. Well, this is you ever been to St. Bart's?
Yeah.
I love, you think.
You know, I've been through the whole.
Yeah, no. You've been to St. Bart's, bro. You would never forget it. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you would have a tattoo.
When are you going?
October 26th or so.
Yeah, no shot.
I know. It's probably a bad time.
I can't do it this time, but let's schedule something for real.
Yeah, I do want to, because I like hanging out with big thinkers, big dreamers, and big doers.
Too.
Okay. And you're a big doer, dude. And I like you and you're awesome. And I like doing that event with you. So, Jared, you want to just help us segue?
Yeah, no, I just want to, first of all, everybody give it up for Eric Worre. Let's see some 10X, some love in the comments for Eric Worre. Thanks for spending some time here with us, brother. I appreciate it. And we'll see you backstage. I just want to make sure that everybody who's on right now gets the assignment for today. So the homework assignment for tomorrow is going to be today. I want you to shoot a video, go live, post in the Facebook group. I want you to shoot a video on the 3 biggest failures that you've made promoting either yourself or your company. Shoot a video of that, put it in the group. If you want to post it, that's fine, but I'm not going to lie. You're going to get bonus points, brownie points, if you want to call them that.
Can we just change that homework up a little bit? Hey, what's the decision you made about marketing today? Rather than the thing you failed about, because we don't need to go backwards. Okay. Let's go forward. What is the decision you made today about marketing yourself, your business? One of these 15 things that Eric talked about. One of the 8 facts about marketing that I shared here. What decisions have you made? I mean, you could join groups, you could do business with others, you could collaborate with others to grow your audience. That's what Eric and I are doing. Eric and I are basically doing collaboration marketing. You could do cross marketing. He's marketing my event, grantcardone.com/virtual. I'm going to help him market his event later. Guys, there's no competition on this planet other than that which you make up in your head. So those are 4 things. Join groups, do business with other people. Okay, Eric and I do things together. 3, collaborate with others to grow an audience. And number 4, cross marketing. You guys that joined, that took advantage of that offer that I just made, okay? 25 people hit that button that fast, okay, to come to our office. Why would you want to come to our office? Because you get to meet people here, dude. Every week we have super successful people, CEOs coming to this office. If you remember the bankruptcy video I did, I got a call from 3 CEOs within 72 hours, not even 72 hours, 17 hours of that video saying, hey, man, can I buy your jet, dude? Are you losing your jet, bro? You're losing your jet, just in case. And by the way, that opened up a conversation for us to do business together. When I go buy a car, I go post it on Facebook. I don't start calling a car dealer. Who wants to sell me a car? Okay, people start calling me, and that basically, and I'm buying a car for the nanny right now, the house administrator. That's what I got to call her now. What a joke. Okay, and so don't call me the nanny, please. The kids don't even like the word nanny. Okay, and so what does that do? That generates the possibility of business. Okay, it's amazing to me how people don't know how to market. We want to help you market and get known. Jesus, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, John Kennedy, Muhammad Ali, Abraham Lincoln. Guys, if nobody promoted him, nobody would know them. Oprah. Come on. Best don't beat anybody. Best known beats everybody. Okay. Notorious. Who am I talking about? Conor McGregor. He ain't the best fighter in the world, but he's the highest paid fighter. Okay. So, assignment. Get a grip on who you are. For you guys that are bailing out right now, you're not VIP. Make a list of your competitors. 3, record what happened today in your business, personal life, or current events today that you could use as marketing, but mostly do a short video. What are you going to give them for the video, Jared?
The thing you just told them.
Yeah. Oh, no. What I wanted to say was because 25 people took advantage of that offer to come to our offices.
You want to give it 10?
We'll just make another room for 10 more people. 10 more people come to our office anytime throughout the year. We do this every month, by the way. Every month, we allow 10 people to come in. So whatever your schedule works, you can come here, hang out in our office, see behind the scenes, the studio, see our classroom back here, come see Cardone Capital, the sales team, like everything. You can be part of our sales meeting. I'll do that for another 12 people. Okay. And what do they have to do, Jared?
You have to enroll for VIP. Go to grantcardone.com/virtual, grantcardone.com/virtual. So Grant gave you the homework assignment, post it in the Facebook group. Random winners are going to get access to Cardone University. We'll announce those winners tomorrow at the beginning of the call. So everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Look forward to seeing you guys back here tomorrow, 5 p.m. East Coast Standard Time for another day of the 10X Challenge. We'll see you guys tomorrow.